So, Grace, how did you feel having our daughter riding on a multi-cab in the Philippines?
I was a little scared for her, but it was fun. I think I feel I'm being fun for her, but most of it was I'm a little scared.
So you weren't worried about, say, us getting into an accident and, knowing that there was no seatbelt or anything like that, that would cause some damage to us and her?
That's why I was scared. I didn't feel so safe just holding her and the stability. I'm so used riding into multi-cab. It's not new to me, and I see many kids and families, mothers, and taking their baby in a multi-cab. But with Ollie, I was scared. I don't know why. I know I can hold her, but I don't know. I just feel scared. I feel so unsecure, unsafe.
I think we both felt the same, but, unfortunately that day, that situation, that we were in, we were coming from a not so nice situation in the burial ground. So we had a multi-cab that just took the whole family. But, I was nervous at first, but it was okay.
It was. At least it was a short distance, though.
Yes, it was. Hey, smoothly here. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. I know I'm definitely having a good day. It's a beautiful day out there in the Philippines. Even though it was a kind of somber day, this was a day that the family gathered together to make sure we can send my wife's brother off to rest the proper way. So we hired a multi-cab just to make sure that we can, carry most of the family back and forth, from their homes to the burying ground. So in this situation here, we had no choice but to really put our daughter on the multi-cab because this was her first time driving in a multi-cab. Most of the times we're there in the Philippines, we're taking taxi back and forth when we was in Cebu, or when we were in Bohol, we have like a driver who was taking us back and forth to different areas, or, my wife's cousin once or twice to take us back and forth to wherever we have to go. So that was a different situation there. But having our daughter in the multi-cab, man, I was feeling like a wreck. I was nervous like heck, because most of you guys who travel to the Philippines, you know how people drive in the Philippines, man. It's like every man for itself. There is no such thing as rules of the roads. If you get to that point first, you're not going to wait for the other man to come in and cut you off. You're going to go ahead and push yourself in front of that individual to get ahead and go about your business on the road. So that's how they drive over there, But like I say, my wife says she was a wreck. I was a wreck too, but we got through it. It was pretty good. We made sure that we held on tight to her. Make sure, that I think sometimes we were squeezing her a little bit too much, but the multi-cab was really packed. So, nobody was really sliding back and forth in the seat of that multi-cab, and it was a good thing. And it wasn't really that long of a distance that we had to go from the barren ground to the home. So it was okay, man. So, those are some of the things that we would never do if we was living here in America, is to put our kids in the back of a pickup truck. Hell, I used to do that when I was a youngster. But, now these days, I don't see nobody doing that here no more because of safety reasons. And if you do it, the authorities are going to stop you and they're going to ticket you. They're going to make you get out from the back of that truck, at least where I'm living here in Las Vegas. But, that was an experience for us and her. I don't think she's ever going to remember it, but at least we have it on video, having her riding in the multi-cab for the first time. She seemed like she was having a good time. So that was okay for us, Another thing that I find that we won't do here in America, with our daughter that we did in the Philippines. Most of the times when we got in the taxi cabs, we didn't walk with a car seat. We just went into the taxi cab. I jumped in the back with her, strapped that seatbelt around her and me because she's sitting on my lap, and I held on to her very tight. Again, most of you guys who watch my videos, most of you guys been here to the Philippines, or most of you guys who never been here, it's a free for all. There is no such thing of the rules of the road, man. You get to a point before another vehicle, they try to get in front of you, you're not going to stop for them. You're going to go on and take that spot before they do. So it was kind of nerve-wracking having our daughter sitting in that multicab, driving around in those taxi, but it was all right. Few other things, man, that we won't do with our daughter here is that I noticed that people feed their kids whatever, man. And what happened to us, we thought we walked with enough food from America for her. But after a while, we ran out of food. So now we had to scramble to try to find food in the store that our daughter can eat. My wife says she didn't find anything. So then we actually started feeding her, the food, you know, that we were buying or her family were buying. And we can tell right off the back, our daughter, she really didn't like it much, and I was so happy about that. She wasn't really into the rice. She wasn't into a lot of the other stuff that her mom was buying for her. So she was just drinking a lot of milk and just eating a little bit of things here and there. And I was very worried, because I was saying to my wife for the last week while we were there, I said, our daughter's not really eating well. She doesn't like the food here. She doesn't like what has been served to her, so she just kept drinking a lot of milk. So that's something else that we won't even do here in America, man, is to make sure that, we run out of enough food for our daughter, because she's kind of spoiled. If we put something in front of her and she don't like it, then we'll go get something else. I mean, at least we can afford to do that. But at least she got the experience to see around some of her cousins that when their parents put certain food in front of them, those kids don't have a choice. They have to eat what's there. But it was an experience. But, something that we don't ever think that we really want to do again is to run out of the type of food that we know she likes, that she's been eating here in America. So next time, we're definitely going to make sure that we take out a lot of items that we didn't use that we walk with, for ourselves, and make sure that we replace those items with the things that she likes to eat. Because, like I said, for the last week, I was very nervous. The mom was very nervous that all she wanted to drink was milk. We didn't get it. She just didn't want it to eat the food that was given to her. But now that we're back, we can't get her to stop eating. She just want to keep eating and eating. And I understand why she's doing it. She's actually doing it because, she's happy to be back home, and she's happy to be eating the type of food that she's really is accustomed to. So those are some of the few things that I say, we won't do here in America that we had to end up doing in the Philippines. And it was all right. It was cool with us, but it was an experience. So hopefully next time around, we'll plan a little better. Hopefully next time around, she'll be a lot more aware of her surrounding and have understanding of what is actually going on. But we just thought we'd just share that little story there with you guys, man. 3 things that we won't do here in America that we had to do in the Philippines with our daughter. But as always, you guys know what it is with me, man. It is always peace and love, man. Peace and love, people. Hopefully you enjoy the street drive, man. Peace on out, man. Peace on out.